your account, it'll take you through all these different fields that you can fill out. So your name, your current title, your past experience, your previous experience. And the title, think of the profile basically as your own personal resume. Think of it as a way to really just put your resume online so other people can look at it, so other people can see where your interests are and what your background's in, so they can see if you're the best fit for them or their network. So the way you can do this is you have all these different action tabs at the very top. So home, which will take you to the general page that will say what's going on with your connections. Then you have profile, and you have all these different options. But the one that we're going to be focusing on is hitting edit your profile, which is where you can essentially edit all the information at any time. So if you have a status update, if your location changes, if your job changes, if your interest changes, you can always update it to make sure the information is relevant. So you'll have that, and then you can go ahead and put your current title, your past and previous experience, and then education as well. So this is what the view of your profile looks like. Once it's completed, you have all this information. You see the activity, you see who you've been connected to over in this bottom corner. You can see all my information, but what's better is that once you start to scroll down, that's when everything is highlighted. So you can basically see my resume, full profile, anyone who can be connected to me can see it right then and there and know what I have done previously or what I hope to do. And the main thing, the first thing you'll see is a summary. So you can take the summary a few different ways. You can say what you stand for. You can say what you do, what your interests are, what you really enjoy, what defines you, and the career path or your interests or your skill set. So it's really the time to develop and almost give that elevator speech, that little pitch about who you are, what you bring to the table, and what your interests are. And so that's what a complete profile looks like, just to give you guys a better idea of all the pieces together. And so now after you move into the summary, this is where you really get into your experience. So what some people do, they'll just go ahead and put their titles. But what I recommend doing is going ahead and actually fleshing out all the information that you have been a part of, the things that you've done. And why this is important is a lot of times recruiters and different people are always looking for, well, who does what, who's good at what have they done, what can they do, what value can they add to our team. And they see that a lot of times through numbers and through different resources that you've been a part of. So I managed 150 organizational members back in school. So if you have something where you manage different people, or where you worked on different projects, or where you oversaw different things, these are all good action words as well as different materials that you can provide to show people that you have experience in different areas. So why LinkedIn is important to me, I'll share a quick personal story which kind of will go into developing why I think LinkedIn is a huge tool. So after I graduated from school, I didn't have a job and I was looking around for about 4 months and didn't know what I was interested in. So the very first thing that somebody recommended I do was go and search on LinkedIn. So I did 2 things. First, I decided what I wanted to do. And I did that by going through the different companies and seeing what do all companies stand for? What are they looking for? What jobs are available? Where is there a need in the market right now? And then I would see who's interesting and who can I speak to learn more. And through LinkedIn, actually found my current job. And what I did was I basically went through anyone that I could possibly be connected with that was in an industry that I was familiar with or wanted to get into. I would simply just send them shoot them a quick message saying, I'm very interested in getting into your field. Do you mind if I speak to you for 10 minutes about your professional experience? About 1 out of every 5 people responded yes. When can we set up just a phone conversation? I spoke to 1 person and always said, are there 3 other people you recommend I speak to? And then they gave me 3 more names. So that was 3 more people I spoke to. And then I talked to 3 more people from them. And pretty soon my world became smaller and smaller. So while there were 90 people that I didn't know, all of a sudden there were 30 people that I could call personally or send my resume to or ask questions if I needed anything at any time. And that is the power of social networking, and specifically LinkedIn within the world of professionals. Please go ahead to the next slide.